So the other day, I tweeted out this tweet beside me. So I was linked on my Discord. We've got a news channel, and I read over various news that people link out to me. So I was reading through one of them. It was just a human interest piece about like a local small town streamer and what their goals were, and then talking about Twitch and the like. And it was just sort of a fluff piece. So I was looking into it. Literally to just go like, hey, this person got like some minor news attention. I wonder what this translated into further stats. Turns out it did absolutely nothing for them. The issue I actually ran into was when I was trying to look up the user from the channel and port it over into one of the analytics-based sites, in this case, Selenium. I had an impossible time getting this person's name right. Now, I'm not going to name the streamer in question. That would be incredibly rude. So I came up with a different one here. And it looked kind of similar to this. This was someone coming up with like a rapper-esque name, but they had like an initial at the front, then like an alternate spelling of a word, plus like a nickname or last name or something, and then numbers at the end. And each time I tried to spell it, I put their name into Selenium and couldn't find their name. So I had to tab back to the article and like, oh, I misspelled that. Oh, it's, fire with a PH rather than fire with an F. Silly me. J Fire Mage, wait, why isn't anything? Oh, they had like an X in there also. And it was just this like garbled whatever. And it just got me thinking back to a talk that I heard. And it's something that I've come to really, really, really realize, which is your username is incredibly, incredibly important when you are creating a brand on whatever platform you are. In my case, Twitch specifically is where I'm thinking, but anywhere. I want you to imagine you are talking to somebody. You go to a party and you strike up a conversation with someone and they ask about what you do and you talk about your job and then you start to talk about your hobby and that you stream on Twitch. And they're like, oh, cool. Yeah, I check out Twitch occasionally. I'll drop you a follow. And they say, what's your username? Bob the Skull. That's a Harry Dresden reference. I have been reading that book. Hey, what's your username? Big Dog 17. Hey, what's your username? Okay, it's a little bit difficult to remember. It's JFireMage456, but like it's just the letter J, that's capitalized. Then Fire, PH, PHIRE, because, that's how I think fire looks the best. Mage, MAGE, and then 456. Not spelled out, just the numbers 456. When that person that you were talking to at the party goes home, how easy are they to remember you? If they remember this conversation, they're like, yeah, I'll look you up and I'll give you a follow. Will they even be able to do so? Have you made your name so utterly convoluted that this person who actively wants to help you out and drop you a follow and check you out, can they even find you? Or are they going to try writing your name 2-3 times, can't find you, and then they give up? Imagine a different scenario. No, they won't, says Bob. Absolutely. Imagine a different scenario. Imagine you've managed to gain some traction in this industry. You've gotten yourself to, let's say 250 average viewers. You are successful. You are like top 5% of Twitch, if not better. You got partnered, things are good, and you've even managed to get yourself a bit of a management company. And whatever your brand is based off, like you go and you're sitting down and you want to reach out to like your favorite brand of potato chips. And they somehow manage to negotiate a meeting. You go in, you meet with an influencer manager and they say like, so tell me about yourself. Well, my name is JFireMage456. They're like, seriously? It's not like Kanye, it's not Beyonce, it's not Ninja, it's not Shroud, it's JFireMage456. They're like, yes. You want me to put on a bunch of marketing materials like, hey, we are now partnered with JFireMage456. Yes? Please continue telling me about yourself. You're lost. You're gone. You're done. Seriously, you're talking to someone who doesn't know Twitch, who doesn't care, who is literally trying to brand with you because they want to sell more bags of potato chips or whatever the brand deal is. You've walked into that meeting and you sound juvenile. It is the same as having an unprofessional email address when applying for jobs or doing anything. No one wants to talk. When you're applying for a job, you don't apply with the email address like MizzyKitten69420. That is just utterly silly. It says that you are young, you are juvenile. You go in and have a professional email address because you want to appear professional. And that's what you want to do on Twitch. You are a content creator. You are someone who's aspiring to be an influencer. You are someone who wants people to remember and respect you for whatever reasons. And having a silly, dumb username doesn't do that for you. So, obviously, I'm trying to tell you what not to do. Here's a couple things. So here's what you want to do. 1, you want to make your name memorable, something that's going to stick in people's heads. 2, you want something that people are going to understand how to spell. Dear Lord, if someone sits down and can't even spell your name, you are freaking done. Make it easy to spell. Looking at this guy here who has PHs and like double Ds, and literally some of my own people in my chat can't spell my name. I need to rebrand. I desperately need to rebrand as a result of this. 3, keep it short. Keep it a few syllables. If you have like a 17-syllable name, no one is going to remember the correct order of syllables. I had an old identity back when I was like 15 or something. My own mother could not remember what that name of that identity was, despite me reminding her every single week. It had too many syllables. She just started messing things up and associating it with other things. If I ever said, hey, can you go to twitch.tv/ whatever that username was, she would type in the wrong thing. Whereas she can remember my present username. My sister can remember my present username. My aunt, who I talked to about once, was just like, oh, how is the Twitch thing going? It's Feldy, right? And I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. It's 2 syllables. It's easy. It's simple. They remembered it. Make it easy to remember, easy to say, not a ridiculously long mess. You can have multiple syllables if they are broken down into words. For example, Tim the Tatman is actually a fantastic username because you know exactly what to look up and you will remember it. But like JFireMage456, the omnipresent is freaking awful. Nobody is going to type that out. So seriously, even if you already have a Twitch account that you've been existing since the Justin TV days and you want to keep it around, and I get it, look at how you can rebrand your name. Now, I get it. Sometimes you have an identity that you want that you aren't able to make use of because someone else has it or whatever. And I get it. Like, there's a common thing about adding X's and 69s and 420s and 13s and 1337s in front of things within gaming and the like. But if you are legitimately trying to make a name for yourself, if you want to be professional, look at ways that you can actually make it work and get the name you want. Or look at a different name. Try finding a way that actually makes sense in what you're building. Keep it short. Keep it shorter, keep it a few syllables, keep it easy to remember, and keep it something that you could professionally say. If you say your username and someone is going to laugh at you and you aren't a comedian, it's probably a bad name. All right, hopefully you guys like this little talk. This is just a brief thing that I wanted to do based off a tweet, something that's bouncing around in my head. If you guys liked it, please drop a follow on this video, subscribe if you haven't, and follow the link over to my Twitch TV page where we can chat about things like this. If you have an opinion, I'd love to know it. Hit me up. All right, my name's Aaron, aka Feldy. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you later.